What's up, beloved? Isn't that crazy? Trump just classified fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction. I told y'all, nobody cares until it affects you. Remember when I was growing up, y'all called it crack cocaine. We called it rocks. You know, I started when I was 12 years old, hustling, selling coke and dippers and what we called PCP. I sold all of that stuff, man, when I was young or whatever. So, I mean, I can relate to all of the stuff that I be telling folks about and everything because I've done it, you know what I mean? And I was forgiven for all of the things that I did, you know, pushing all of these different substances to my own people. And here it is now. Back then, I wish they had some type of, when Clinton and Reagan, well, it was basically back when Reagan was in, if he would have classified crack cocaine as a weapon of mass destruction, a whole lot of Negroes lives would have been saved, because Negroes wouldn't have been taking chances like we did back then to accumulate funds, because the money was so fast and everything. And you see here now, fentanyl and all of these barbiturates and amphetamines and Prozacs and all of these different drugs are killing them. Listen to me now. They were killing them when we were being taken out by a whole lot of different drugs and everything. I'm talking about the Negro back then, and nobody cared. They could care less about it, and they was giving you football numbers when they get caught with a tiny piece of dust of a rock. Them are Joe Biden, all of them. He was the one pushed all of that during the, I think it was during the Clinton administration back then. But, you know, when I was pushing and everything, doing all my thing, it was doing Reaganomics and all of that stuff. And Ronald Reagan had the war on drugs with Nancy. Remember Nancy? Well, a lot of these young people nowadays, they don't remember Nancy Reagan, but she had that Just Say No campaign. I remember all of that. But see, nobody cared when it was us. You understand what I'm saying? Now that they are dying at a rapid rate like we did back in the day, now you see that they're taking steps to nullify all of the things that are happening, you know, with these D-rugs. You know what I'm talking about? And it's sad that nobody cared when it was us, you know. But now, if you get caught with a little fentanyl, you basically getting a death penalty now. You know what I mean? Even though back then, you know, I know as far as crack cocaine and everything, they were giving us football numbers for, I mean, grams, and I mean, it was small stuff. They were giving you 10 and 15 and 20 years and everything. But that was all because prison became a business. You know what I'm saying? And basically they put prison on the stock exchange, and it became a business. And who was the number one product? Young black Negroes. Well, y'all call them blacks, but remember Hillary Clinton called them super predators. I remember that because I was categorizing that same thing. I remember the police, man. I remember police used to beat us up, man. I remember all the times that stuff that they did to us. And now their children are dying at a rapid rate and are on these different D-rugs that are taking them out left and right, just like us. And like I said, nobody cares until it affects you. Just like all of the stuff that's going on with Puffy in the case, and all of these fake rappers and all of them trying to take up for Puffy and cover for him and say 50 Cent is doing mockery and all of this stuff with the documentary. I said, man, Puffy made his own doc. He the one that had these videographers following him every day, everywhere, and didn't want to pay him. See, that's another thing people don't understand. When you are in love with money, when money is your God, you don't want to give it away at all. I don't care if you're a billionaire. You want to take people and use them and do all of the things that Diddy did. That's what you want to do because you love money. I remember when I was back there doing that. That's why I can talk on it. I love money. I used to do the same. Well, I ain't gonna say do the same type of stuff, but I ain't want to get nobody no money. I love money. I wanted to keep my money. I take you for bad if I could, you know what I mean? But I always, I had a heart to where I felt bad if I did something to folks. That's why I know God, like I said, I just believe God. When you got a calling on your life or something, you'll feel different types of ways when you do wrong to people. You might do it and when you get by yourself, you'll start to, that type of remorseful feeling come over you. You know what I mean? But if you don't care and you just don't have no heart and your heart is hardened, you'll be like Diddy and these fake people who are taking up for him and everything. This is crazy, man. It's crazy, but hey, that's what we do. That's what we do. We don't care. We don't care until it affects us. And now you see Trump made it law. It's law. Get caught with fentanyl, you're gonna get the death penalty. So that's all I got, man. Y'all take care. And like I said, never forget that Jesus loves you. Amen. Amen. Take care, beloved.